What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE News. Today we have some awesome information from the Banner Saga 1, 2, and 3 coming over to Nintendo Switch. Also, Arc System Works has announced a brand new racing game, Gacha Racing 2nd, coming to Nintendo Switch eShop. And then we also have an old school beat 'em up coming. So if you like Final Fight, you like Streets of Rage, this game might be for you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So we are starting off with the Banner Saga 1, 2, and 3 coming to Nintendo Switch, the entire trilogy. This is pretty cool here from what I understand about this game. So Versus Evil will release the Banner Saga 3, as well as the Banner Saga and the Banner Saga 2 for the Nintendo Switch. The publisher has announced. Now the Banner Saga 3 will launch this summer. In it, players will need to brace themselves for tough battles, difficult choices, and tragic losses. The Banner Saga and the Banner Saga 2 were not given a release window, but players' personal stories, progress, and choices from the first two games will carry over to Banner Saga 3. And here's a little bit of an overview of Banner Saga 3 via the official Nintendo.com site. So, live through an epic role-playing Viking saga where your strategic choices directly affect your personal journey. Make allies as you travel with your caravan across the stunning yet harsh landscape. Carefully choose those who help you fight a new threat that jeopardize the entire civilization. Now, here are some of the key features of the game. Player choices that drive your own narrative. Every decision you make in travel, conversation, and combat has a meaningful effect on the outcome as your story unfolds. Strategic combat with consequences, victory or defeat, and even the permanent loss of a character depends on which characters you choose to take into battle and what decisions you make afterwards. The journey is as important as the battle. Your role in building and managing your caravan as you travel across a vast frozen landscape is critical to not only your own survival, but the survival of the entire civilization. So a lot of people have told me that this game is very Fire Emblem-ish, and it's definitely looking that way based on some of the decisions that you can make and what you can do and how characters permanently die afterwards if they fall in battle. But it also kind of reminds me of a little bit of Mass Effect as well, because you can carry over your progress from Banner Saga 1 to Banner Saga 2, then to Banner Saga 3. So I would hope that Banner Saga 1 and 2 would launch beforehand, just so we can get that already ready to go when Banner Saga 3 drops this summer. So that's what I'm guessing, is that they're definitely going to do that, but we have to wait and see. But overall, this looks really cool. Now, it looks like there's like a lot of work that's involved with this game in terms of strategy and kind of solving what you need to do. So I do like that about the game. And the battles definitely look pretty cool with the isometric kind of view when it comes to it. And hopefully there's a lot of customization in terms of what you can do from character to character, items that you can get. I have not played this franchise before. I don't really know much about the Banner Saga outside of what some of you guys have told me, but I do feel that this is a great fit for the Nintendo Switch, especially if you're a Fire Emblem fan. Based on what's going on here, the Banner Saga might be your style of game. So what do you guys think about the Banner Saga 1, 2, and 3 coming over to Nintendo Switch? Is this your type of game? And if you've played the Banner Saga before, how do you guys feel about the progression in the game? How do you feel about the leveling or mechanics that they use in order to progress through? How is the story? Is it as epic as they're describing it here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next story here. So Arc System Works has announced Gacha Racing 2nd, and that is coming to Nintendo Switch. It will launch on March 29th for $9.99. So definitely more of a budget title here. So let's go ahead and get into what Arc System Works had to say about the game on the official website. So try on Gacha and challenge the racing. There are an infinite combination of parts. Get parts by rolling Gacha. Build your own original machine and participate in the race. Then use the prize money from the race to try the gacha and make your machine more powerful. This is Gacha Racing 2nd. Repeat racing and rolling gacha and aim to be the Grand Prix winner. So these games can be a terror when it comes to gacha systems, or they can be very interesting and unique. And Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is probably my most recent gacha experience. Now, I did play Fire Emblem Heroes as well, the smartphone game, which has that gacha system in there. And I think that the gacha system, like I said, is very polarizing with a lot of people. Some people absolutely love it and some people hate it. And I think that the mechanics in terms of how the game implements when you get good parts or when you get good things in the gacha system is definitely a factor in whether you love it or you hate it. If you're grinding all day and you never get anything good, or if you open like 5 million core crystals and you never get a rare blade, then yeah, that's a problem. Although that's not going to happen if you do that. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that's what can enjoy or hate that type of gacha system. So as long as the gacha system is balanced and you're getting some good parts, then it's okay. For example, like every time you open up a pack of Pokemon cards, you get one rare card guaranteed in there. So that is a form of gacha system, right? But it's a good form because you know you're going to get at least one rare card. Now, that's not always holographic, but you know you're going to at least get one rare card in there that can help your deck or can help your collections. And yes, there's sometimes repeats, but repeats aren't as frequent now with the Pokemon cards. So I do think that the gacha, the card system and all that, that's definitely something that people love or hate depending on how frequent and what you get. It can be really good or it can be really bad. Now, to me, Arc System Works, they make amazing games. They've been doing a lot more independent titles. They've been kind of really heading towards the Switch when it comes to that. A lot of their independent games are Nintendo exclusives or only on the Switch eShop. So I definitely like the fact that Arc System Works is bringing more of their games, because on the Wii U, they were pretty much absent on the Wii U. We didn't get any of their stuff, and now we're already getting stuff like Blaze Blue, Cross Tag Battle, and more from Arc System Works. So I like that there. So what do you guys think about this game? Gacha Racing the second coming over to Nintendo Switch very soon here. It'll be $10. They also have that Blaze Blue music crossover game that's coming as well. So quite a number of titles from Arc System Works. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the final article here, we have a pretty cool one because an old school beat 'em up is coming to Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and it's called 9 Monkeys of the Shaolin, and the publisher Buka Entertainment and the Redeemer developer. So if you've played that game Redeemer, they have a hand in this one here, and their name is Sobaka Studio, have announced 9 Monkeys of Shaolin. This is an Unreal Engine 4 powered old school beat 'em up, and yeah, it's coming to a number of systems, pretty much everything, even Mac and Linux, and it's coming this fall. So here's a little bit of an overview of this game because it is a brand new title. So 9 Monkeys of Shaolin marks a true rebirth of the iconic brawler genre in the vein of old school video games. If as a kid, you had your hours of fun playing Super Nintendo or Sega beat 'em up video games, crushing foes left and right, then this new title from the creators of hardcore brawler Redeemer is definitely for you. So I like the fact that they're talking about the old school beat 'em ups because as a kid, I played a lot of that. But let's go ahead and get into some of the key features here, then we'll talk a little bit more about that genre. So we have 3 unique fighting styles that you can choose from. So you can fight on Earth, in the air, or use mysterious magic seals. Combine these elements to defeat every enemy on your way. Captivating narrative, you can discover the fascinating story of Wei Chen as he rises from a simple fisherman to the master of the Shaolin martial arts. Stunning visual style. Unlikely combination of historical and mystical elements gives you an exciting experience from every scene appears on screen. Extensive character development system. You learn a great deal of ways to victory as you discover various unlockable perks, items, and fighting styles. I like the fact that there's a nice progression system in the game too. More than 25 different levels, Chinese villages, pirate ships, Buddhist monasteries, Japanese mansions, ancient ruins, and much more. 10 types of Chinese and Japanese polearms, each with its unique traits. Discover the landscapes to find new items as well. Co-op play too. Invite your friend to help you fight through growing waves of enemies and complete the game together. So as a child, I grew up playing stuff like Double Dragon 2. I grew up playing Streets of Rage, Final Fight. Beat 'em ups were the rage back then. It was all about that on the Super Nintendo and Sega. Streets of Rage 2 and Turtles in Time / Turtles Arcade were probably my favorite beat 'em ups growing up as a kid. Those were so good to just go through and just mash and just destroy enemies, but they definitely got harder and harder. I remember playing Streets of Rage all the time at a buddy's house of mine. We would go through, and I liked the kid with the roller skates, the little black dude with the roller skates. He was awesome. I used him all the time, and I was like, yo, that's what I'm gonna do when I go I'm gonna ride roller skates and beat people up. So it was just a lot of fun. It was just a lot of fun to go through and play the games, beat 'em ups back in the day. Now, I don't play beat 'em ups as much anymore, but any developer who wants to bring back that old school style of beat 'em up, I am more than happy to talk about the game. I'm more than happy to discuss and make videos on it because it's really cool to see these type of games make a little bit of a comeback here, and it's coming to all these different platforms. We also have some other beat 'em ups coming as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing if this genre can kind of have a little bit of a renaissance, because the beat 'em up genre kind of evolved into the stylish action, kind of like God of War. You also have stuff like DMC, Bayonetta, games like that, so it kind of evolved into that. So we don't see the old school beat 'em up as much anymore in terms of the large scale ones, but I would love to see them come back in some way, shape, or form. So what do you guys think about the 9 Monkeys of Shaolin, in addition to Gacha Racing from Arc System Works and the Banner Saga 1, 2, and 3 coming over to Nintendo Switch and other platforms as well? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube Live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.